What's up guys, this is Victor Cologne, and in today's episode, as I promised in the last video I posted on my YouTube channel, I'm going to be sharing you guys my personal opinion and thoughts about the Hugo Boss Bottled Eau de Toilette. As I got you comfortable, let's do a quick unboxing first. Nice and easy, just how I like it. This is, in my opinion, a very good perfume. Before we get into the details of it, I just want to tell you guys a quick history of the Hugo Boss brand, just so the review goes smooth. So, Hugo Boss was founded in 1924 by Hugo Boss. Yes, that was his real name, in Germany. So, at the time he created this company, he wasn't expecting something special out of it. He was creating just basic clothes that were trending at the time, okay? But until 1988, when the company got public, it wasn't something out of the world about this company. I mean, nobody was actually knowing details, important details about Hugo Boss and his creations. He passed away in 1946, but yet his ideas were put in practice over the years. Okay, so in 1988, when the company got public, the popularity of the brand just exploded. Okay, it just exploded. Everyone knows the brand of Hugo Boss at the moment. So it took some time till 1924. Since 1924 till 1988 for this brand to be popular. It's something we should learn about. If you have patience and if you believe in your project. I mean, his team was truly believing in the concept of Hugo Boss, and they were expecting their company to blossom, just absolutely destroy the market, and that happened. Now in 2022, we all know about this awesome company. Now it's time to return to the perfume itself, and let's talk about the design of the bottle. I'm just going to come closer. The design is quite simple, as you might see. Boss is written right there within the bottle. On the cap we got Boss and Hugo Boss at the bottom of it. And also at the bottom of the bottle itself we got some useful details, as most perfumes do, at the bottom of their bottle. We got Eau de Toilette, 100 ml, the code of it, something basic, but it truly needed to be down there, okay? Let's talk about the notes of this perfume. When I'm talking about the notes of a perfume, I'm talking about what you feel depending on the time you're smelling the fragrance on you. So we got top notes, middle notes, and base notes. Top notes are those flavors you feel instantly after you apply their fragrance on your skin, okay? Middle notes are those flavors you feel after some minutes. It depends, it could be 15 minutes, it could be 10 minutes, it depends on your skin. On my skin, I usually feel the middle notes after around 10 minutes. This is on my skin. It depends, as I told you before. And base notes, they kick in after 30 minutes, but in my case, I do feel them in a higher percentage than the other two notes that I told you about an hour after. So some feel them 30 minutes after, some feel them 1 hour after, it depends. I personally feel them 1 hour after. It depends on your own skin. That is so special about the perfumes. And in case of these perfumes, let's talk about the top notes, where we have apple, plum, bergamot, lemon, oak moss, and geranium. In my opinion, this fragrance is based primarily on apple. Like, when I'm smelling this, I think about the best apple juice you could ever think of. Okay, so apple is kind of common in terms of the fragrance industry. A lot of companies use apple as their top notes, middle notes, or even base notes, it depends. But in case of this perfume, the apple is so special. I think of an apple pie, or even, as I told you, the best apple juice you could ever think of, because the apple in it is something that makes this perfume special, because a particular ingredient in a perfume makes the perfume feel special, differentiate from the other fragrances. And in case of this perfume, in my opinion, that ingredient is, as I told you before, apple. Of course, the other top notes are there as well. I could feel the plum, the bergamot, the geranium, they are all there. But the apple in it makes it special. That is my own opinion. That's why this perfume is special. Okay? Middle notes: cinnamon, mahogany, and carnation. Middle notes, as I told you, kick in after 10-15 minutes, and yet on my skin I feel all those three on me in higher or smaller percentages. If you ask me, the cinnamon is the one I feel the most. Even when I'm smelling the perfume right now, I can sense the cinnamon in it. It's a very good ingredient to be in a sweet man's fragrance. Base notes: vanilla, sandalwood, vetiver, olive tree, and cedar. Yes, cedar and olive tree. Those two particular types of trees makes a sweet fragrance for men differentiate. A lot of sweet fragrances actually use sweet ingredients because they are sweet, of course. This is the case here as well. But the olive tree, the way it actually mixes with the other base notes, creates such a unique flavor. So after 30 minutes or even an hour, you will sense that kind of olive tree I'm talking about. And the smell is explosive. The smell is unique. The smell is out of this world. In my opinion, this is unique. The olive tree must be used as a base note or even as a top note, middle note in more perfumes than it is right now. I think a lot of ingredients are overrated. For example, tonka bean and even sandalwood. Sandalwood is present in there. But the olive tree is such a good ingredient. Let's apply some on me. I really want to see how this spreads in the air. So I'm going to go with 5 sprays for this one, just to see, okay? Yes, that apple sexiness, man. You feel so sexy and yet so powerful when you smell this, okay? You will get some kind of that confidence boost you get after wearing the Eau Sauvage. Because this apple makes you feel strong and at the same time sexy. At least that's what I feel on my skin about this particular scent of it. That is going to be it for the notes of this perfume. Now I'm going to be telling you guys my personal experience of it. When I'm talking about my personal experience of it, I'm referring to how long does this last on my skin, the projection rate of this also on my skin, because I'm not referring to other skin, okay? I've tried this, I know how this performs on me, and I want to share it with you guys, just so you know that the performance of a perfume can vary between people's skins, okay? So, I've seen a lot of reviews about different perfumes. Some actually perform less than it was expected, some perform better. It depends on the guy's skin. And now I think it's time to tell you, this fragrance is a long-lasting fragrance. On my skin, I get at least 8 hours of this on my skin. I tell you once again, it's a very good result. I like it. The apple sexiness is maintained for the whole period. Even though it's a top note, the apple in it stays, okay, on my skin. It stays for the whole period of using it. 8 hours is a very good time of using this. The projection rate of it is on my skin estimated at around 3 hours. People that walk past you will sense this fragrance in the first 3 hours of using it. And then, in my opinion, it becomes a skin scent. So only people that are near you are going to be able to feel the fragrance in the air. So good performance on my skin. I really like it. Even though it's the eau de toilette, it is a good fragrance. I tell you. Now, what can I tell you about it? Some personal experience with it, some advice about where to wear it. This is simple. This kind of fragrance is particularly a party fragrance because when you think about the sexiness of a perfume, especially which contains apple, this is meant to be worn at a party. It lasts long on my skin. It has a very good projection on my skin, so you are going to be a party monster at a particular event if you wear this. I mean, this is my opinion. I don't think this is a fragrance you shouldn't wear in formal situations like at work or at school. It depends on your taste, but I feel like this fragrance, in my opinion, is very good to be worn at a party. Just because of that apple sexiness you get by wearing it. It's such a unique feeling. This is good. This is good to be worn at a party, in my opinion. You can't go wrong. I mean, everything about this perfume, you can't go wrong. I mean, look at this clean bottle of it. Look at this clean presentation. The smell is also clean. That sweet apple in it. It's special, man. It's special. I think you should get this one as well. It's a really good fragrance. Also, pretty much every fragrance in the Hugo Boss Bottled series is a good one. It's worth it to buy. This is my personal opinion, but I think it's worth it. I think this is going to be it for this video, guys. Don't forget to, as usual, like this video, share it with whoever you want, subscribe to my channel, and in the next video, guys, I got something special for you. I'm going to be taking a look at a Moschino fragrance. Yes, Moschino fragrances are very good, but I'm going to be taking a look at a particular one that I truly love. Okay? See you then. Have a nice day, guys. See ya.